Alrighty, guys. So after my ban, the first video back was a Fresh and Fit video, which I made before the ban because they're not great people. And then people are like, you really have to watch this video from Abba and Preach. So link in the description. I don't want to read the title; it's a little insane. But apparently, they platform a really bad guy. Let's watch.
We forcibly used to white girls. We used to put crack in their cigarettes.
What the hell, dude? What the? What a scumbag! This guy, what a loser!
Whoa!
I told you.
Shit.
I told you.
Yo!
I told you.
Hey, yo!
I told you. Shall I hit play?
Oh, yes, you shall.
We used to run trains on white girls.
Choo choo.
Just go to Robin Hood.
Okay. I mean, listen, you can run a train on whoever you want as long as it's consensual, right?
It's okay. We're just running trains. Not the worst thing in the world. If a girl want to have a choo-choo train rain on her,
Oftentimes,
God bless.
they don't want to. I'm not saying that it's always the case, but oftentimes, when you run a train, they are being set up. And that's the problem with choo-choo, is I didn't buy the tickets for all those passengers.
Interesting. Huh. I guess I never really thought of it like that. Well, specifically to trains, like, whatever girl wants to do, like, whatever they want to do you. But specifically for already getting run a train, I guess it doesn't really make sense. Like, you're going to have a guy come in there, sleep with you, and then just continuously have new guys going in there. Yeah, I guess maybe that isn't consensual. Or at least I could see how it would not be a consensual engagement. Okay.
Yo, they go to the apartment, there's one dude there. Oh, yeah, that's just my roomie, whatever, whatnot. Then they getting it on, and then next thing you know, the door opens and 4 or 5 niggas come in. The train thing, yeah, it's a funny thing to joke about, stuff like that, but the reality is, most of them girls don't want that.
We used to do it without permission. So it's not like she came over and said, hey, I want to sleep with all you guys.
Yeah.
We said, hey, man, that white girl like you. Get over here. And
Like, he
then
called
we put,
oh, shit.
And then we put, oh, shit.
Bro, in the last video that we watched, there was like this moment where it was a whole conversation about like sexual assault culture, and Myron's like, this doesn't exist, it doesn't exist, it doesn't exist, and this girl was like, I was sexually assaulted, and he's like, oh well, okay, you should have picked better men. And I remember, like, we're talking about a guy, let's be very clear, who justifies sexual assault of women. Somebody who goes to clubs looking for freshly legal girls who somehow get into the clubs drinking, doesn't drink himself, and then takes these women home. Looking for young, hairless, submissive women who just turned 18 who are drunk, doesn't drink himself. Yeah, I'm not surprised that he keeps company and thinks that things like this are a funny LOL joke. These behaviors are the behaviors that I would consider a red flag. Because this is somebody who's not going to respect your autonomy as a person. That's just a reality. That's my interpretation. I don't think it's unreasonable. So.
oh my god! And you realize, Fresh and Fit were like, oh, wait, he already said it. I guess we're not gonna stop him. Oh.
At that point, you should just say it's disgusting.
This is a fucking weird thing to say.
Yeah. We just come in with dicks out.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
We might have to go on Twitch. Yeah. Okay, Twitch.
The dude literally just got on camera and pretty much admitted she didn't want it. We just showed up with things out, and things happened. Now some of you might be like, "Why did she fight or whatever?" Imagine a bunch of dudes, and you trap. That's why they lured her there. That's the thing. It's like, if you guys want to get involved with her, do this. That's fine. Just tell her beforehand. See if she wants to do it. No, you wait till she's there, where she's surrounded by dudes who are bigger and stronger than her, and then you pop it on her.
Yeah, of course she's gonna of course she's gonna submit, because like, what else is she gonna get? She's gonna get hurt. Well, that's at least her thought in there. Jesus Christ, that's fucking crazy.
Okay. Well, when the police come for your ass and you say it was consensual, you won't get any of my sympathy. They can throw your ass in jail. Because you're not only out here self-snitching, but you doing shit that's fucking disgusting.
I verbally abuse women. And I'm mentally abusive. And I do some psychological abuse. It all wants what the do. I'm a man that's strong to believe that someone...
I'm surprised that somebody as dumb fucking unintelligent as this guy who's able to manipulate women.
need their ass whooping, they pussy too. So I'll advocate for it too for some people.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Whoa!
I told you.
Shit.
I told you.
Yo!
I told you.
Hey!
It's interesting because I've seen that guy on TikTok saying some clips, and people are like, oh man, this guy's speaking facts. I didn't realize that he was a disgusting predator. That's what this person is. That's what that guy is. He's a fucking predator. There's no two ways about it. somebody who advocates that some girls need to be raped and being manipulative and abusive to women, yeah, it's a predator. It's disgusting. Jesus Christ.
Yo!
I told you.
Hey! Yo! Hey!
This is the type of person these red pills like to hang out with. I'm just saying.
Nah, B.
Oh, yeah,
We might have to go off Twitch.
Yeah.
Okay, Twitch.
Yeah,
Yo, hey, yo.
Hold on, homie, you gotta think about it. We're kids, right? We're kids.
Yeah.
Because not only
It was a different era. It was a different time. Yeah, that was
Instantaneously. Oh, it's a different era. Different. Like, listen, historical context matters, right? And when it comes down to it, like, I understand that we have different changes, but like, I don't think that there was ever a time where it was like, oh yeah, we would just rape girls. Like, he's calling it sexual assault. We're not having like a robust, like, intricate conversation about like the different things that we might have considered sexual assault versus not anymore. He's just like, yeah, I used to rape girls, and it was like funny, like, like whatever, they deserved it. Okay, crazy.
back then, unfortunately.
Okay. A lot of you people out there really consider yourself red pill. Your community will never be taken seriously if you guys, because you're big. Red pill is big on holding people accountable, right? You want to hold women accountable.
No, they're big on holding women accountable for everything, and then justifying bad male behavior constantly. That's what it seems like. That's everything that we see. It's a victim complex for men. That's all it is.
If you got those people in your ranks and you do not hold them accountable, and you invite them on your podcast to get clicks and views and this and that, whatnot, your movement will never be taken seriously.
Yeah,
you
true.
cannot, like, not understand. Like, these people are calling.
I guess it's a good thing that they're this fucking dumb, because that red pill movement is so stupid. It's like such an unintelligent like movement. Like, I think that we need more male advocation spaces, but that's not what red pill is. It's not male advocation. It's like male victimhood complex. It's the same thing as like fucking leftists crying about how, like, you know, everything is like they're a victim of everything. It's the exact same thing.
Us misogynistic and not understand why.
I mean, you got dudes literally advocating for violence against women.
I'm fine with you being red pill. Do your thing. And I understand there's certain people that are red pill and this and that. They don't think like that. The minute these guys are associated with you, and the minute you got these clowns inviting them to, and just not saying nothing like, well, okay, not holding them accountable like they hold women accountable all the time, like people getting off,
Yeah,
just
hold women accountable.
not saying anything, just getting off and leave and getting, you know, get the fuck out of here and this and that. And whenever dude like that on, you don't say shit. If you don't hold them accountable, we won't take you seriously ever.
I think they're referring to the video I watched where those women walked off because he was invalidating their actual, like, legitimate sexual assault. So, not surprised that they, like, just not surprised. This whole thing is not surprising. Pretty much it.
My guys, that's the reason why it don't look good. Automatically, people are gonna pin that on you.
Hey, listen. They're not about holding people accountable. They're about holding women accountable. Even when they get mad at dudes who are simping, who are by proxy boosting up women. So it's always,
if a man rapes a woman, she should have picked a better man. That's what their like argument is. Like, it's just creating a bunch of weak men that don't like take any accountability for their bad actions. Pathetic.
About women. It's only about holding women accountable. Yeah. They don't have this kind of energy for dudes when they're being this kind of pathetic or criminal. No, it is only exclusively for women.
The red pill was actually a bit like the feminism movement. What I was trying to say is that your MO is almost the same and identical. It's just that you have different views about each other. Whenever you have,
well, see that feminism now on TikTok, feminism I call it, is like a problem, right? It just blames men for everything instead of like holding accountability. Absolutely, but feminism in general like was good. Like, it was women advocating for the ability to, you know, work so that they wouldn't have to be dependent to abusive piece of shit men like Fresh and Fit.
A feminist that is saying that she's advocating for equality, and then there's all these things that are happening to men, and she's not saying shit. You're like, you're not holding all these women accountable when they say some wild shit. You're shutting the fuck up. You're not saying nothing. You turn your back. You turn your eye. You pretend like it's not happening. That's you. When this shit happened and you don't say shit, that's you. People are gonna pin you with that.
Listen, I'm not gonna say this whole rep thing. I think as an individual, this dude just admitted to
crime.
Not just crime, but raping women, beating them up, and thinking that shit's kosher. And you gotta think, man, social media is some kind of drug where people can't shut their fucking mouths about what they do. And I'm glad he's self-snitching, but like,
well, that's the thing is, it's like it's not even just like, oh, I did this bad thing, and like I really wish I didn't. He's bragging about it. That's what he is. That's what it comes down to. And you know, I'm gonna bring up Bobby Lee because people are crying in my comments because Bobby Lee constantly tells this joke about an experience he had where he raped a 13-year-old girl. That's what happened. I'm gonna link the video in the description. And he sold this joke multiple times, and I covered it. And he talks about where he would, like, when he was younger, he went to another country and he got a prostitute. And the prostitute was a young girl. And he described her as looking like Natalie Portman from The Professional. Okay, I'm going to show you that. when she's 13 in that video. And he tells the story. We're talking about this. Okay, and he's like 20-something years old, and we're talking about this girl here. We're talking about a fucking 13-year-old girl. He talks about how he picked her out specifically of all the prostitutes he could have gone for, and then when he started going to sleeping with her, she started crying. So he, in his own words, power fucked her. He raped this girl, and everybody's like, "Oh no, it's just a joke." You don't. It's interesting that I have to explain to you how jokes work, because apparently our society's morbidly fucking unintelligent. You can't just say a thing is a joke so that it doesn't exist. Jokes, typically, especially in this situation, are usually looking through a moment of your life through a comedic lens. There's nothing funny about raping a girl, okay? He might be embellishing some aspects, but the reality is he raped a kid. When she was crying, his words, power fucked her, okay? This to me, and from what I've seen of the clips of it, completely non-apologetic. To me, it reads as he's trying to expose himself first in a way that he has control over, so his other friends don't. That's it. It's bad behavior. And people are like, "Oh, you don't get it. You're a fucking idiot. You're pathetic." I'm not sitting here saying, let's cancel Bobby Lee. I don't watch him anymore. When it comes across my feed on TikTok or YouTube, I just don't watch them. I'm disgusted by it's disgusting. It's disgusting. Telling a story about how he raped a little girl. He chose a little girl to sleep with as a prostitute. When she started crying, he just fucking power fucked her. Disgusting. I don't know. There's just all these inexcusable behaviors going on. It's fucking crazy. I want to talk about a rape culture. It's platforming a person that brags about raping girls. Fresh and Fit are part of that. It's Bobby Lee pulling this shit unapologetically. He's more worried about his career than he is about the bad things he's done. It's like how do you hold men accountable if men will hold men accountable? How are we gonna do it? It's like, holy fuck. It's just crazy to me. It's just crazy to me. It's nuts.
Good lord.
Spacing on this video is really bizarre.
What was that line from MF Doom? There's something about rappers being in the courtroom in their own court cases, being their own star witness. That's really what it is.
That's what it is.
I'm not even going to say stop self-snitching because I'm glad this dude snitched on himself. But
but nobody's going to do anything about it. Let's be real.
Circumstances. If you're doing things that are maybe criminal, but not morally reprehensible, stop self-snitching. But if it's morally reprehensible, tell on yourself because we want you off these fucking streets.
Yeah, well, he's
So
not
you
going
get
to
your
get arrested.
motherfucking ass out of here if you got a problem with what I say. I don't believe women shouldn't be beat. I think it's okay to whoop her up. You can't tell no man what
Forcibly
Hey guys, we were just young. Here are clips of him saying this as an adult.
ran train. We forcibly used to white girls, and we used to sneak crack in the white girls' cigarettes to fuck them.
Jesus
We didn't sneak
Christ.
nothing in they drink. You lying on me. We didn't do the black girl like that. Only white girls, white boy.
Oh, okay. So it's just we're just trying to reverse systemic oppression by raping white girls, guys. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. It all makes sense now. Jesus Christ, what a degenerate piece of shit loser. That's disgusting behavior. Holy fuck.
Yeah, get mad now. Yeah, get mad.
Jesus Christ.
Call it what it is. That's racism. No,
Yes.
no.
No, but black people, shut the fuck up. That right there.
You're about to experience a nigga moment.
So listen. If a one
Listen. If you're a black person that doesn't like white people because you feel like they've wronged you in your life, I don't care. Do you? But when you use that racism to hurt somebody, you're a net loss to society, and that's what's happening here. If you're like, I hate white people because the system fucked me, and I get fucked by white people, be my guest. Hate white people. I kind of get it. Okay, I hate Italians. Just kidding. But you're gonna sit there and you're gonna use that as a justifier of rape. It's a rape. That's disgusting. The reality is he doesn't care about that. He just wants to rape people. He just wants to be a rapist and justify it.
time, we was going to go get this white girl. It was me, my nigga Montoya, my nigga Bone.
He throwing all their names. Not only is he not. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yo.
Goddamn niggas.
and another nigga named Cedric, and my name, I wasn't Cedric, it was a nigga named Jason Anderson.
His last name. Oh my lord.
What a filthy, disgusting human being. What a filthy, disgusting human being. And you realize like a lot of these dudes associate with each other. It's like, it's weird to me how you constantly see folks who are a little bit sus hang around other people who are even more sus. And then it's all a coincidence. The Matrix. No, nigga, that's you. That's you and your friends. That's the people that you choose to associate with.
True.
God damn. And it'd be fine if you want to have a shady person on the pod or whatever. But it's like, you gotta push back. When they openly admitting to this stuff, you gotta
be like, yo, that's disgusting. That's too much. The fact that you're not pushing back either means that you think that the behavior is acceptable, or you're a rapist. I don't know what else to say. If you don't push back against that, you're a fucking rapist. I don't know. Like, I don't know what else to say here. I mean, Jesus Christ. You know, it's fucking crazy.
Back. You invite this person, it's like there's an elephant in the room and you want to talk about this nigga's little pink dress. What? No. This dude a whole ass rapist. You know, we want to always talk about the false accusations. Yeah, okay, sure, they do exist.
They do.
But then y'all also associate with dudes who do the graping.
They do exist. That's the problem. Is that like, this is the problem in society. There are. If we could have this conversation, especially online. It is very easy for a person, especially a woman, to leverage a false accusation against a man online with like no real evidence or proof or very out of context shit. Absolutely exists, right? It does, right? It does happen. We have the conversation socially where we assign too much autonomy or too much responsibility to men and not enough to women in some spaces, right? A lot of times we treat women like they're children. We went from being back in the day where the father had to give the daughter away to the husband. A man has to give the woman to another man because they consider women not intelligent enough to make these decisions. And now we're getting to a point where we have content creators saying that like rich, successful men just shouldn't get into hookup culture. Not to be worried. Like, it's a good message to say if you have a particular power, like, you know, money and fame, you should be responsible with that power and don't leverage it to against somebody. But they're just saying like, don't even engage. You're treating women like children. Hot take. Some women want to fuck rich, famous guys. That's why we have a whole thing called groupies, right? And so we have issues of, you know, taking away and teaching women incorrectly about how to engage. We're at a point now where I feel like socially, if a woman's uncomfortable and they never expressed a no, they were still raped, which doesn't make any sense. If you're engaging with somebody, so you have to say no. And if they know that you don't want it and they continue, that's sexual assault. And if you want to have conversations about that, exists. It's true. But it's always the people who think that they don't care about rape, like Fresh and Fit, who say it's a woman's fault for being raped, who are the ones that are countering rape culture. There is a lack of like correct education when it comes to sexual dynamics in both directions. But Fresh and Fit don't care about that. They just want to justify. Again, these are people who don't drink, who go to clubs for freshly legal girls that are hairless, then unintelligent, ignorant, young. They get them drunk and they don't drink themselves. I don't know. What do you think that at least red flag at the very least? It's incredible. It's a red flag. It's insane. These are the people that are pushing back. It's disgusting. As a man, it's fucking outrageous that another person would call themselves a man and justify raping people. It's disgusting.
Who are proud about it, who advocate for it. It's like, ooh, where's the balance is what I'm asking. Where's the balance? Everybody want to talk about one side. They never want to say, like, hey, man, you know what? I'm not even saying things got to be even. But good Lord, the motherfucker you're interviewing? Do you even know about this guy?
No, I don't know who that guy is. I have no clue who that guy is.
I've just seen him on Charleston White, apparently is his name, I think. Charleston White is the founder and CEO of Helping Young People Excel, an organization dedicated to educating teens and helping steer them away from future crime. The group has even worked directly with members of one of Texas's largest Hispanic gangs. You know what actually just dawned on me?
What?
Remember that clip we played from that podcast when Waka Flocka flipped?
Yeah.
It's something just dawned on me watching this video.
Dragging the show. It's about if you're going to make a statement, back it up.
The raping thing was wrong. Like, I just didn't want to go back. You were basically saying like a woman should just say no right then and there and leave. Not all girls can do that though.
Okay, but that's what they should do. That's what
they should do, but not all girls are able to.
Yeah, this clip gets worse.
Whose fault is that?
Yeah.
I'm guessing us women, right?
Whose fault is that?
Whose fault is it? Oh, a woman can't leave. They're trapped there. Whose fault is that? Insane. Bro. I'm going to link my video about it. This is the most triggering conversation to me ever. And let me explain to you. It is the reason I'm triggered is selfish. It's selfish. Okay? I want to explain to you why. Because not only should women not be treated like that, but I find it it's an affront to me as a person, as a man, when some dumb fucking person who claims to be a man says disgusting shit like this, it makes good men look bad. Good men who work to support their children and their wives and their society and their community, and they try to do the best that they can in society, and then you have some dumb fuck like this just saying, who cares if women get raped, it's their fault. What's wrong with you? What kind of a weak, pathetic, fucking piss poor excuse for a man are you to say shit like this? It's disgusting. It makes me ashamed to be a man, because what it means to be a man to me is very important to me. It is very important. It is the center focal point of how I operate as a person, is trying to be a good man. And it's not easy. Being a good man is hard. Being a good person is hard. It's not an easy thing to do. I'm not the guy who was born and did everything right. I'm the guy who had to touch the hot stove to know it was hot. I'm a guy who's made a lot of mistakes growing up. I'm a guy who's I look back at who I used to be, and I'm like, damn, I'm just not happy with that. I'm not. That's who I am. And you try hard every single day to be a better man. And these are the fucking pathetic excuses for men that are going around representing us. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Like, what the fuck? No, looking at somebody like Fresh and Fit, I could see why women hate men. I don't know what to tell you, because I would hate men too. Fucking nasty, dude. You gonna sit here and tell a woman who was raped that it was their fault? Oh, you should have done what? Listen, do your best to prepare yourself for any situation. I'm a fucking Boy Scout. I'm an Eagle Scout. Be prepared, right? Do your best. But at the end of the day, you have your autonomy robbed from you. It's not the woman's fault. Talk about accountability for women. Talk about accountability for men, bro. Oh, women don't take accountability. You're justifying rape, bro. What if that was your fucking mother? What if that was your daughter? What if your sister? What if that was your niece? Because I'll tell you something. If that's something like that happened with my kid, and they're like, "Oh, Dad, haha, like I ran a train on a girl, violently beaten." Are you kidding me? This shit's disgusting, dude. It really upsets me. It really boils the fuck out of my shit. It's incredible. It's just incredible. It's fucking vile, dude. It's fucking vile. You should be angry, especially as a man. You should be angry at this. You're a young man and you want to be what it means to be a real man. You should be angry at this. This should boil your fucking blood. It's fucking pathetic. We have a bunch of weak men who go out of their way to find young, defenseless, drunk women, weak women who have been put into a weakened state because they can't handle real women. This is why they always say young girls, low body count, hairless, this, that, because they can't handle a real woman. You're not a dominating man if you dominate a submissive person, okay? I'm married to a woman, a fucking real woman who gives me shit when I fuck up. And that's why I'm a real man, because I put up with that shit, okay? Putting up with a fucking child. Call yourself a fucking man. Holy fuck. Pathetic. Pathetic. You fucking losers. Disgusting pieces of shit. Like they said, like if you're part of the manosphere and you think it's more about male advocate, never seen it before in the manosphere, you need to be calling this shit out more. It's disgusting.
Maybe it's a dude who tried to get her massive.
And it wasn't his job to deal with like women or people who were like sexually assaulted and stuff? Wasn't that his old job, like in the FBI? Talk about fucking like some kind of a systemic issue with this shit. Because if he's the one facilitating like sexual assault, fucking whatever the fuck is going on, I mean, holy shit. I feel terrible for those women. Because I imagine that the system just did not do them really well. That's what people talk about when they talk about like systemic issues with rape culture. When you have people like Myron working in like the field when it comes to sexual assault. Because holy fuck.
Be drunk. Maybe it's the guy who invited her over for a one-on-one and then ambushed her with 7 other niggas. Maybe it's the dude who's been looking for a woman who's emotionally and mentally vulnerable and then manipulating her and coercing her and gaslighting her and beating her into submission. You know what I mean? Like, agency isn't always on the other person. You can't render someone so fucking dependent on you that you fuck them up. Or, like we say all the time, men and women are different. Women are built physically less strong. True. To think they can always assert their boundaries in every circumstance when you just literally had a rapist on your podcast who you did not push back on for any of the shit that he did. I don't know. Somebody just treat him a little bit funny. You want to get loud and proud with these women, tell them it's their fault and this, that. But when you had a rapist on your fucking podcast, a self-admitted proud one, you had no smoke. Ain't you the one who says Oh, we should get normalized telling people when they say dumb shit.
Like, we got to go back to telling people they're stupid. We need to go back to bullying people, letting them know, no, that's not really how the world works. You sound dumb. Change your way of thinking. But we don't bully people.
I remember we're talking about this. This is like one of the most disconnected, dumb, fucking unintelligent points too, because we should never go back to bullying. We need to go back to being able to be blunt and respectful. And this is a fucking thing that really bothers me. Never seen any point of respect from like Fresh and Fit. They're just disrespectful. Like, number one, ask me, what does it mean to be a man? Respect is number one. Number two, number three, number four, number five. I don't know what the fuck, who the fuck's been educating anybody else. Okay? And you could say that just being a person, because people should be respectful. But I'm a little archaic when it comes to my values. Not super archaic, but personally, I don't think anybody should have to be in a relationship like I am in. But I like a little bit more of a traditional setting in some cases. But I also like to help my wife out. All right, my wife cooks, she cleans, she does all the shit. So you know what I did today? I do the dishes. I help her cook. I went shopping for her. I help, you do what you got to do. The point that I'm trying to make here is that, like, it's respect, number one. Respectfully being able to assert your opinion on something bluntly, that's what we need. When you have people having meltdowns because somebody will say something very respectfully and very benign, that's the problem. But bullying? No, we don't need to go back to bullying. It's pathetic. It's fucking crazy.
No more, tell them they're dumb. We need to go back to doing that.
Where's that energy for him? You didn't say nothing. This man came on and said he did one of the most despicable things a human being can possibly do. Zero pushback.
Well, there's one of two things. Either one, again, Myron is a rapist and thinks that was funny. Or two, Myron is a weak man and can't push back against other men because he's too fucking afraid. He's a coward. He's a child. He's a pussy. He's a fucking loser. Those are the only two options. And frankly, I think maybe it's both. I don't know what else to tell you. There's no fucking way. How are you not getting angry? Like, if somebody said that to you and the first thing in your brain is like, okay, how can I salvage the podcast? How can I be respectful to my rapist guests so that so that he comes back? I would just be boiling. I'm losing my fucking shit. I don't know what you're talking about. It's disgusting. Kick him off. Be like, you gotta leave. You're a fucking rapist. Get out of here. You're a loser. That's what it comes down to. But of course, he's not going to do that because he's more concerned with being popular and famous and having a positive moral outlook. And his rapist audience, sorry, I shouldn't be that fucking... Shouldn't generalize that much. But his audience will be upset with him. Fuck, dude. This is what we talk about with the wrong education. If you're going to Fresh and Fit for your education on women, you're hurting yourself, man. I don't know what you want me to tell you. I don't know what do you live in this fairy tale land? Oh, women are just fucking blah, blah, blah. Bro, in my experience, women build men up. And men should do the same. Like, what the fuck? Based on my relationship with my wife, I've never been a better man than I have with my wife. Okay? You want to talk about a good woman cooks, a good woman cleans, a good woman motivates you to be a good man. Fuck, number one. Are you kidding me? Fucking what the fuck? All these things you talk about, women, cook, clean, pussy, hairless. A fucking motivation. You know what I want in a woman? I want a woman who makes me a better man, and I want a woman who will be a good mother. Okay? What does it mean to be a good mother to you? Oh, cook and clean. That's a fucking maid. You know, like shit. The fuck? What kind of fucking people are you interacting with? Talk about, oh, historically, men have wanted submissive women. Bro, let me tell you something, okay? All right? If I was a fucking Viking, if I was a hunter and gatherer, okay, I wouldn't want some dainty little fucking submissive woman. No offense. Genetically inferior woman. If I want strong kids, I want a big fucking bitch that can handle her shit. You want to know what? Back in the day, after you fuck a girl, I go right to sleep, bro. That's what happens after me and my wife. I go right to sleep, bro. Okay? She's got to protect my body. You got to find a good woman to protect your body. Provide you with powerful offspring. I'm not trying to shame any more feminine women out there. I'm having a little bit of fun joking around. But the point is that there's different types of strength. And Fresh and Fit aren't looking for any of it. You know? And I feel it's horrible because you know why they're going to Fresh and Fit? Because their dads left them. They don't have a fucking dad. They have no dad because their worthless father, just like I have a worthless father, left. And they never got another man to come into their life and show them how to be a man. I was very fortunate. You know, I'm a product of a single mother who worked 60 hours a week, got her like fucking went full in. It was work and her son. And I have a lot of family, a lot of very strong, positive male role models who are very respectful of my mother, who is a very strong woman. And like we're able to subsidize that. I have my fucking uncle, especially my Uncle Ed, rest in peace. My Jaji, rest in peace. My Scoutmaster, he's a Vietnam vet. Okay? Not all guys have that. What they have is some dumb fuck online who flashes a bunch of money around, gets a bunch of pussy because they pay for it and they get girls drunk. And they're like, oh, that's what I want to be. Why? Why do you want to be the man that your father was and that's why he left? The guy who prioritized pussy over his own fucking children. You want to be that guy? You want to repeat the cycle? What the fuck? Every single day since I've maintained the consciousness of understanding that I was a boy abandoned by his father. My own father didn't want me. Since I realized that moment, every single movement and action that I make is to be as little like my father as possible. And if you're not like that as a young man, if your father doesn't want you, and you don't reject that so much that you try to be everything the opposite of your father, then you're just going to create another you. You think it's so small, but when all you do is chase pussy, and listen, I get it. I like to fuck around too. But if all you do is chase pussy and you don't get to a point in your life, especially when you get a little older, where like, I got to be a family man, then you're just going to make another you. You want somebody to feel the way that you felt? You should have a borderline trauma associated with your fucking father leaving you to the point where you don't want to create that again. That's what you should have. I used to get, and I still do to this day, so upset anytime my mother would say, not even to antagonize me, oh, you're kind of like your dad. If she ever said that, doesn't matter if she was being positive or negative, because she would never say stuff like that to hurt me. I would get upset. And so my mother very quickly just stopped doing that. Sorry, the door closed. Because what the fuck? You want to be like that fucking person? God damn. Listen, I have no advice for women, really, on how to be a good woman. Frankly, it seems like women don't really hold value in what it means to be a woman in a spiritual sense as much as men do. At least in my experience. You know, my wife doesn't hold a ton of value into what it means to be a woman. She holds a lot of value in what it means to be a good person. And a good wife, which I guess is kind of a woman. But for me, you know, for a man, and I know that there are issues in the way that women treat men. I've been treated like shit too. I've treated women like shit. I've been treated like shit. We've all been there both ways. And sometimes you don't even realize it till you get older. But goddamn. I'll tell you one thing. You're going to get from the universe, the atmosphere, what you put in. And if you put in shit, you're going to get shit. You want to know why you're getting a bunch of shit women as a man? Because you're a shit man. And sometimes you got to work on your own boundaries. Sometimes you're giving too much and you don't set enough boundaries. I've done that before. And you got to disconnect yourself. Sometimes you're just not a good guy and you can't get a good girl. Be a better guy. It's fucking self-improvement. You know, it's not just go to the gym. Definitely do that. My wife and I have been going to the gym together. It's been great. We've been losing weight. We're getting healthier. But it's just like fucking morally, like just these little decisions that you don't realize that are like such a big fucking deal. Like the small decisions are more important than the big decisions. Those little decisions. That decision to hold that door open for that person walking in, you know? Those are the decisions, these little minor decisions. That decision to just be a little bit nice when somebody's being fucking a little bit too mean to you. Let it roll off you, to be more tempered in your anger and your emotions, and just making a habit of those better interactions. Those interactions of just being professional, being what it means to be a man that can control his anger, his emotions. It's those small things that matter more than those big grandiose things. You know, when in the terms of a relationship of like, oh, you know, I'm going to buy my girl this and I'm going to buy my girl that. You want to know what you should start with? Listening to what your girl has to say at the end of the day. Silly. These are the things that matter. They're not silly. You think it's silly, but these are the things that are valued. People are valued based on those interactions. You don't need to be grandiose to be like an overall good person. Okay? Take that advice. You can be an employable person. You know, because you got to be employable too. Work on that shit. Fuck. Self-improvement. Jesus Christ. Fuck. I couldn't imagine being so desperate and lonely and fucking, no offense, pathetic to go and look at Fresh and Fit as like a male role model. You must be at your lowest low. if that's who you're looking to go for. I don't know what to tell you. Somebody who blames women for sexual assault? Fuck. There's no way. There's no way you think that that's a man. There's no way. You guys are too worried about fucking LGBTQ people identifying as non-binary and women and men. But you got your own people not acting like men in front of you, and you're not criticizing that. Everyone wants to cry about, oh, this is, well, you're this and you're that. Oh, I don't, oh, there's no such thing as trans people. Okay, well, you know, fuck, criticize the man not acting like a man before you start going off on a fucking gender ideology theory. I know I'm going like a little bit of a weird way, but it's like, fuck, take care of your house before you go and take care of the fucking neighbor. You know, goddamn. But you don't have your own fucking house in order, and you're gonna go criticize someone else's house? Get your shit together. Jesus fucking Christ. Holy fuck. You say, oh, I have a lot of value when it means to be a man. You can't identify as a man. You're letting Fresh and Fit identify as a man. Really? You have value when it means to be a man? No, you don't. It's not just about your fucking gender or your sex. It's a fucking ideology. Being a man is supposed to be something, or used to be, or should be, something that you hold very dearly. And what it means to be a man is respectful. Okay? Number one, if you engage with respect, nothing else matters. You're never going to fuck up. Jesus Christ. Respect and equality. I understand men and women aren't the same, but they're equal. They bring different things to the table. And they round themselves off really well. I've never been a more balanced man than when I've had a good woman, which is my wife. I don't know what to tell you. This is just a fact. If you disagree, you've just never been with a good woman. And that means that maybe you're not a good guy. Maybe you should figure out your way to interact better and to put better boundaries, okay? Or maybe you're just an unlucky guy getting shit women. You know, assert those boundaries better. Sometimes maybe you let women roll over you. You know, and women do the same. Don't roll over men. But like, I can only give advice to men. I'm a fucking man. I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean? You know, women do the same, you know? But I'm focused on men because I'm a man. You know? Damn. Jesus Christ. Just like the fucking, just don't, just fucking make me, I'm so mad. It's crazy, bro. Just the things that they talk about. It's fucking crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. Bro, growing up, like the things I hear with them justifying men cheating. Shit like that. Like, what? Like, listen, I get it. You know, guys have usually they engage with sex a little different. Okay? I get that. Okay? Guys usually don't need to be as emotional. Women usually need to develop that bond more first. So I get it. Men probably have a higher chance of cheating, and it's probably not personal. It's probably just men being fucking animals. But to say it's okay to make mistakes as long as you're willing to rebuild. If you're going to do that, if you're going to destroy the trust of a good woman like that, your entire life is now devoted to trying to build that trust back up. Telling somebody it's okay? Oh, I didn't realize that it was okay for men to break a fucking promise. Bro, you if you're a man and you make a promise, and that is you're going to be in a one-on-one consensual relationship, that's it. Okay? And if you violate that contract, you need to get your shit together. I don't know what to tell you. You need to do everything that you can to get this shit back. Bro, I'm rambling a little bit. My point is fucking shit is poison to the mind. Fucking brain rot.
You were basically saying like a woman should just say no right then and there and leave. Not all girls can do that though.
Okay, but that's what they should do. That doesn't
That's
mean
what they should do, but not all girls are able to.
Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that?
Yeah, fucking men.
I'm guessing
those
men,
men's
right?
fault.
I'm guessing it's our fault.
You gotta bear some responsibility.
Okay, you're saying responsibility, but like we said, these men are two-faced. They are going to put on a front.
Who picked the men?
They put on a front.
Who picked the men?
Who picked the women?
No, they're lying about who they are. Who picked the men? Like,
who picked the women? Blame men for picking bad women then too. You know? There's a partial responsibility for picking a bad person, but at the point of rape, you didn't pick to get fucking raped. Like, I've been with bad women, and you know what? I've probably been a bad guy too, right? We've been, and there is a level of accountability for myself where I've been like an enabler, and I've enabled bad behavior. Does that mean that it was okay for what the person did to me? No, of course not. But you got to reflect inward. What could I have done better? But we're not at the point of a one-on-one relationship where I could have just walked away and I chose not to. We're talking about a situation where if somebody's getting their autonomy violated and robbed from them, there isn't just pick somebody better. Jesus Christ.
Bitch, you want everybody to have a lie detector? Sometimes you get duped by somebody. Sometimes you think you're going on a one-on-one date. You show up and it's 7 other niggas.
They're never gonna say anything about that.
No, it's like every part of the discourse, and what you said earlier was really facts about this being the other side of feminism. The same way like feminists will just be blind. I'll believe.
Bro, I've been saying this for how long? Okay, I know you guys are watching my content, pussy. Just fucking tell me that you are, motherfucker.
Oh, women. This is like it's always women's fault.
I'ma just leave. I don't know. I don't feel comfortable when it comes down to the whole conversation and where you guys stand on that.
All right, bye.
Just leave. I'm angry. Emotional men. This is emotional men. Oh, bye, leave. Fuck you. That's what they say on the way out. They tell her to go fuck herself and shit like that. Especially the other girl again, who's felt invalidated under sexual assault trauma. This is weak, emotional men. You want to talk about women being emotional, getting angry like this? Oh, bye, leave. Emotional, pathetic, loser shit. It's okay to get angry. Regulate your emotions better. You should never want to be so disrespectful like this, where you're pushing someone off the podcast. I would be like, no, sit down. Like, explain. I want to hear what you have to say. Be respectful, but it's not about that. About jerking off all the other men in your audience because you're fucking gay. That's what it is. Sorry, I didn't mean to be homophobic there. Gay people don't deserve to be insulted like that.
All right.
2 more minutes. How you feel versus what's real are 2 different things. All right, later, bye. We've debunked culture. Culture is a myth.
Rape culture is a myth.
Rape culture is a myth. By the way, I'm going to have a rapist on my podcast and not push back at them. And then also, I'm going to be the kind of guy that goes out, finds vulnerable women, and gets them drunk and has sex with them. Oh, by the way, I used to work for the FBI, helping people who are sex trafficked. Wow, rape culture doesn't exist. The guy who was dealing with rape in like the FBI or whatever is the fucking rape apologist. Incredible. Who would have thought? Yeah, it definitely doesn't exist. Proof. Myron is proof rape culture exists. I don't know what to tell you.
Literally had a rapist on and you didn't say a fucking word to him. I don't know. I'm gonna call it rape culture. I don't like that term either. But it do seem like you protecting your own. Just say it. When they talk about how these men protect each other, that sound like you. Because when he came on and said he did that shit, where was your pushback? You ex-law enforcement, but you sitting here cozying up with rapists. Okay.
I keep forgetting about that shit.
Yeah, he's a whole fed sitting here beside a rapist proudly. And this man runs, the Charleston white dude runs a program for the youth? Yeah. Crazy, bro.
Yeah,
true. Shit is wild out here. It really is some of the worst people on the planet leading young men. But hey, anyways.
True.
I told you. Listen, I played 2 seconds of the clip, and I need to watch this with Preach. I didn't know what was going to be.
Yeah, but this shit is...
I didn't know what this shit going to be.
Son of a whole ass...
Let us know what you guys think in the comments below.
Yeah, I think that... I know you watch my content that way, pussy. Stop avoiding me. I gave you a good topic the other day, and you didn't even respond and say thank you, bitch. No, I'm just kidding. Like, just fucking around. Yeah, I agree. Something else to say. I don't feel like getting fucking triggered, so...
I want Papa Gut to pee on my face, but just as a friend. There's nothing weird about that. I want him to pee on my face.